Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just gonna be doing a get ready with me today. Yeah, that's literally it. I have showered, which is why my hair, it doesn't actually look that wet. It's wet in the back. The front always dries up my hair really fast, which I think is normal, but I'm just rambling. So before I even go in with primer, I am just going to condition my lashes with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Boosting Serum. I really like this. I've kind of just re-gotten into it. That's not a word. But we're going to pretend it is. I bought this a while ago and I loved it. I was using it constantly and then I kind of forgot about it. So I'm going to use it, and I do think it did make a difference when I was using it, on a day-to-day basis, or almost like a day-to-day basis. I did find it did it definitely lengthened them. I'm not sure if it really did anything else, but I'm okay with that. The only thing about this is it can dry out your lashes, but because I'm putting on mascara dries out my lashes, so it doesn't really make a difference whether I put it on or not, but we might as well. I want to give this time to kind of set in before we put the mascara on, so yeah, that's all we're gonna do. Alright, now let's go with primer. So for primer, I'm using the Too Faced Hangover X Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic based ingredients, and skin revivers. Yeah, I don't know why I went with the whole freaking description on the bottle, but I did. And there's like a little hard bit in my primer. Where's my little tissue that I had? I love this primer even more that it works well with my skincare stuff that I've been using for the past 2 months, which I am going to do a video on because I definitely want to talk about it because it's done the most for my skin out of all skincare products and routines and whatever that I've tried. This one has definitely done the most work, so I'm definitely wanting to do a video on it. But this primer goes very well on top of it, and I don't think it mixes too much, but it does mix with the moisturizer that I put over top. But I don't, like, it hasn't, I've used, this is the only primer I use, and I've used it, on top of the moisturizer and stuff for God knows how long now, and for at least 2 months. And it's never affected the foundation. I think it's the foundation itself that's the problem. It's never been, because I've done, I've tried this with all different, any of the like 3-4 foundations that I have. I've, done different combinations, and I've always used this primer. It's never done anything. So I love this. For foundation, I'm going in with like the only foundation I really use, which is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer 2-in-1 in the shade 0.5 Breeze. This is the old bottle. I have my new bottle with me just in case I need some more. But there's, like, see, certain times, like, there's, oh, should I put my hair up? Yes, I should. I should put my hair out. Or at least just in a really low ponytail. It's gonna make me look like a guy, but you know what? I don't care. Just gonna... I'm not trying to have no frickin'... Oh, see, I look like a boy now. God damn. But see, when I reached... Oh, this foundation's frustrating. Oh my god, why am I doing this on my bed? I'm putting my robe over top because I apparently have, like, some next level struggles when I do makeup on my bed, because no matter what, almost every single time I spill or get something on my white sheets. So I'd rather get foundation on my robe that I can replace a lot easier. So yeah, let's be conscientious today. Thank God I spilled it before it was too late. Hopefully I just don't spill anything. That would be even better if I just don't spill any makeup on my robe. be even better. But will that happen? Stay tuned to find out. I am trying, well, I'm trying it for the second time, so I guess it's kind of, I guess it is still new. Anyways, I'm going to blend that in with my beauty blender. But yeah, I am, again, I guess it is still a first impressions because it's only going to be my second time trying it, but I have a new concealer to try, and it is literally new because it's only just come out, I think it only came out in February, so it's like still brand new. I do like this foundation. It is I would say it's like, I want to say it is buildable. I'm not a huge, like, I don't like doing too much building too much, because I don't like the cakiness, but I probably will build on a little bit because the good thing about this foundation is that it's a foundation in concealer. So you can build with it, and it hopefully won't look too cakey. I haven't built with it too much. Like, I haven't done too many whenever I do go over it a second time. I've only done that a couple times, so, you know, I can't really say too much about it, but I might go in with a little bit of a second layer on, like, areas that I think I need a bit more coverage. But this is definitely, like, again, I would say it's like a medium buildable coverage. I'm not sure if it has the power to go to full coverage, even if you build it, I don't know. But, yeah, because see, you can still see, like, my imperfection. Like, you can't really, because, like, I'm so far away from the, okay, but right here, like, you can see my forehead. You can see, like, around my chin, like, you can still see them poking through. So we'll add just a little bit more on, like, the problem areas of my face. But the thing is, I can't really spot conceal with this because it is the lightest shade of the colors. Like, I think there's like, actually, I'm not even going to take a guess at how many shades there are. I want to say there's 30 at least, but don't hold me to that. I don't know if you can hear this, but my sponge is making a sound because I guess there's still some of, like, the beauty cleanser, the beauty blender cleanser, or there's, like, some soap, or I don't know what it is, but something is making a noise. Because it's not just the water, because the water wouldn't make that kind of noise. Actually, I guess when I have built with this, the one thing I can say about it is that, sorry, I'm just taking a tissue and kind of getting it out of my hairline because, like, I just showered and I don't like having foundation in my hairline. The thing I can say about this is that because this is more of, like, a dewy, natural skin looking foundation, is that it doesn't look too cakey. Like, I think you can layer it a couple times and it won't look all that cakey because it's so dewy and skin-like. So up to you. All right, that's all we'll do for foundation. Let's put it back in the box. I don't know why. There are certain products that I just keep in their boxes. It's this, and I keep, like, my eyeshadow, some, like, my more, like, high-end eyeshadow palettes, like my Modern Renaissance, Soft Glam. I did keep my Sweet Peach by Too Faced in its box for the longest time until it got, like, water damage, so I was just like, well, I'm not going to keep it in its box anymore, so. But I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I'm weird like that. Okay, so for concealer, this is the new concealer I'm trying. It is the new L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. In the shade 325 Eggshell. This was the second lightest in the store that I went to. I'm not sure if this is the second lightest of all, but the one that was before it was porcelain. They were sold out of it. They were They were sold out of porcelain at my store, but I think that would have been just a tad too pink for me. But this is not, I've only used this once, but it definitely is full coverage. It's a little yellowy light for this foundation. Definitely have to blend it, but that's why I'm going to mix it. I'm going to blend this out first, but then I'm going to mix it in with the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. To try and even up some of the, so you can see this cast. You can't too much because of the lighting, but there's like this cast that you can still see. So I need to cover that with the NARS. But it definitely is a full coverage concealer. Like, I have a lot of discoloration, and it doesn't cover it completely, but of the many concealers that I have tried, this is definitely the most full coverage. And again, I say like that I've tried many concealers, but again, almost all of them have been drugstore, because I'm a broke ass bitch and can't afford shit. So, you know, that's why I have the mini of the NARS Creamy Radiant, because your girl can't afford the full size, but I may have to because I do really like this. I like this. I haven't used it as a real concealer in a while, so that's another reason why I'm using it. But I've been using it more as an eyeshadow base, and I really like it as an eyeshadow base. So I may have to go out and buy the full size of this. But let's put, this is in the shade Vanilla, by the way, which is light 2. We're gonna put a little bit, so it's a little bit darker. It's more like my skin tone, which I think is good because it, like, you know, using the Infallible kind of brightens and everything, but this will just kind of still even it out. I don't know. Who knows? I haven't mixed them before, so we're going to find out if this is a decent combination. I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to use my Sephora mirror to kind of... Okay, my eye is like full coverage at its finest. See, I have more discoloration under this eye, so this eye is like the harder eye to judge, which is why I usually try to base my opinions off of this eye more so, because this one has less. I do really like it. Like, the two, I mean, the two combined is nice, but even the Infallible on its own. But I think I actually would have to maybe go a shade darker, because I think that's just a little too light, but it could also be the foundation. Like, the foundation is more of a pinky, where, again, this has more of a yellowy undertone, so it could be that as well. For setting powder today, I'm going to be using the Very, Very Messy, which is another good thing I put my robe over top of me, it's from, I never know how to pronounce this brand. I'm going to say Palido, or it's like Palidio, I have no freaking clue, but it is their rice powder, translucent powder. You can get it from Sally Beauty. That's the place I got it from. I don't know if you can get it from anywhere else, but yeah. This is so freaking messy. I have to keep, like, I keep this powder in a plastic bag because the packaging fucking sucks. But then also, it's just so freaking messy. Oh my god, like, I have way too much. Like, go back into your container. I don't need that much. Holy Jesus, this stuff makes a huge freaking mess. Oh my god, that's way too much fucking powder. Who the hell needs that much powder? But I want to set this as soon as possible because when I used this the other day, I used my Maybelline Fit Me powder. So I wanted to see how it works with a different powder, if it gives me anything different, if it, you know. And I'm just going to press whatever's just a little bit into where I get oily, which is my T-zone, except not my nose. My nose, I don't usually get oily when I wear makeup, but whenever I don't have makeup on, my nose is really oily, which I don't understand, but story of my life. And I love this powder because it is so instantly mattifying. Like, if you want a mattifying ass fucking powder, use this. Just be prepared for the mess. That's why I have to keep this in a plastic bag, because the packaging absolutely fucking sucks. Alright. Let's prime my eyelids. Again, we're going to use the NARS Creamy Radiant. H my nose first. Smooth out any of like the foundation or anything that could have gotten on my eyelids. And then we're just going to set that. Actually, we're going to set that with this. We're going to set this with the CoverGirl True Naked Chocoholic Palette. And I'm going to use the lightest shade here to just set my eyeballs. Just taking that on a big foundation brush because that covers my whole fucking eyelid. I grabbed this palette because I was going to use it, but I'm not actually. Sorry for lying. But for eyes, we're going to be using this really, really simple BH Cosmetics Urban Luxe Warm To Go 6-color eyeshadow palette. It's literally as it sounds. It is a so basic, but so, so good eyeshadow palette. Perfect for, again, as it says, on the go. Like, you can just, so simple, so, so simple, and I love it. I'm going to take this peachy shade. You can't really tell in this lighting. There you go. This peachy shade. I'm going to put that in the crease. And these are actually pretty pigmented. Like, not terribly pigmented, but also not, like, so bad that, like, you have to really, really pack them on. Some colors, yeah, you do have to pack them on a bit more, but obviously the lighter colors being those colors, but I'm just going for a really simple look. I'm not trying to do anything too intense. I think I'm honestly just going to build this up a little bit just to give me, like, a transition shade, and that will probably be my whole eye look. I'm not going for anything too intense today. I was tempted to not even do eyeshadow, but I feel like it's not a full face if you don't do some kind of eyeshadow. There, so simple. But I will do it just a teensy bit much. Where the hell are, what is going on with my brushes? Let me put you right here. I'm going to take, sure, you'll work. I'm going to take this from this company, Meech and Mia. I got this in my most recent Ipsy bag. It is their pressed, I guess, eyeshadow in taupe. I would not call this taupe, though. I would call this like a dusty rose kind of color, but they call it taupe. We're just going to take that and kind of brush it over the lid just to give me something and kind of lid and into the crease. Just to give me something. I do, like, even though I wouldn't call this taupe, it is a really pretty color. I love this color. It's a really nice crease shade. There. That's all I'm doing for the eyes. So simple, and I'm living for it. All right. Let's do mascara. So for mascara, I grabbed the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. I just literally mixed all my mascaras around and just picked one. This was the one I grabbed. But when I use this, I like to combine it with the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. I like to combine the two, so we're going to start out with the Lash Blast. Why do I keep closing this mirror? Like, I use this for literally everything. Anything around my eyes, I use this mirror. Before I even do that, move this hair out of my face because I always get hair in my mascara. Or mascara in my hair. Fuck, I don't know. I just very lightly coat my lashes with the Lash Blast. What is on my... Oh, there it is. That's my powder. Super lightly coat with that. Then we go in with the Voluminous Butterfly, more so on the outer part of my eyelashes. I do really enjoy both these mascaras. Just, I like them better as a combo. I will use the Voluminous Butterfly on its own, but the Lash Blast, I just find I don't like my lashes as much when I've done it by just using it by itself. Alright, I was about to close it. For eyebrows, I'm excited because I got my eyebrows waxed yesterday, so they finally look somewhat decent again. Because my mom has lighter brows than I do, so she can get away, and she also has she has slightly darker skin than I do. She's more pink, so she can get away with not getting her brows done as much, and she has very light light brow hairs, so she can get away with not doing hers as often, whereas I need to get mine done more often. And she's, you know, the girls at the place that I go to, like, when I went yesterday, like, she was like, oh, long time no see. I'm like, yeah, I know, I come in a lot. Not a lot, like, I make it, like, by saying that, it makes it sound like I go in, like, every couple of weeks, but I don't. I go in, like, every couple of months, I would say. Which, I don't know if that's a lot or not. Like, I don't know. Let's just do my brows. Let's just go in with them. So, I'm going to be mostly using the Avon True Color... Fuck, I can't even tell. This is their... I can't even tell. It's gone away. It is their Glimmer Stick, but it's their Brow Definer in Blonde. But I might also dip into the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer Ultra Fine Tip Shaping Pencil in Blonde. I might go in a little bit with that. I mostly grab this for the spoolie, but I might use the pencil a little bit. Because I still like a really natural brow. Like, I'm not into the whole, you know, blocky, really filled in brows. I think also because I have such light hair, like, I have to be careful. Like, I don't like, you know, for my brows to look like they are 100% like drawn in. I look back at old pictures from like a couple years ago, or even when I was, you know, in high school and stuff, and how like blocky and like chunky my brows would be, and I'm just like, holy fuck, like why did no one say anything to me? So I fill them in, and then I go through this with the spoolie. This pencil is okay for doing like brow strokes, like light. Feathered brow strokes, but it's not the best. But again, I have to be very careful because I don't like having anything that's like too dark or too blonde. I've only just kind of rediscovered this pencil. Like, the one that I was using, the other L'Oreal one that I was using, is a little too, I don't know what the kind, I guess, it's got like a little bit of a red undertone to it in a way. I don't even know. But this is like the perfect brow for me. Like, I don't like anything too blocky, but enough that you can tell that like they are filled in a little bit, but not overwhelming. I might fix this one a little bit, so they look a bit more even, but because that's the other thing, I don't have the patience to like make my brows even. Like, I don't have the patience for that. I was about to use the spoolie with the lid on it. I have to fix it. I have to just like, oh, I'm gonna use this brow pencil. The reason why I don't like this brow pencil is I really have to press in to get the product, and I don't like that. I feel like you shouldn't have to press overly hard to get the product to dispense, whatever you want to call it. They're both words. All right, let's just leave the brows there. All right, gonna quickly finish this up. So for bronzer, I am using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the lighter one. And where's my bronzing brush? I do like this bronzer. It is really light and subtle. But it's buildable, which is what I like in a bronzer. I just need a little bit of that powder because I've got like this really big crease in my forehead that I don't like. Just gonna take my beauty blender and just into my forehead because I've got this like crease that's driving me nuts. I know it's not gonna make it go away, but it'll help it a little bit. And for blush, I grabbed the Kaleido Cosmetics, I don't know, I guess this is their skin blush in Softest Skin. I don't know what the color is, or if Skin Blush is the shade, I don't know, but it's a really pretty color. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, which I don't normally like in blushes, but this one is really nice. I really like this blush. I really like this blush. I got this in an Ipsy bag too. I think this was in like my first or second Ipsy bag, and I really like it. It's really pretty, really natural. Like, yeah, it's got the shimmer, but other than that, I love this. I love it. I think it's so fucking pretty. I'm just gonna grab my bronzer brush again, and I didn't bronze my nose, which I like to do. I just grabbed like so many products that like smell really good. I grabbed the bronzer that smells good. I grabbed like just everything that smells good today. I also like to I like to take the bronzer a little down my neck, just because like if I forget to like put foundation down my neck a little bit, I'll put the bronzer there just a little bit. And then for highlight, last but not least, ready to go, is my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, the mini. And I bought a new highlighter brush, but I'm not going to use it. But it is the Morphe 510 brush, M510 brush. This is my one that I have, and it's gone a little too fan-like. It's a little too big. It still works as a highlight brush, believe me, like watch. Oh, I fucking love this highlight. Like, I 100% like, I always wanted to try Becca highlights because, you hear so many good things, and I 100% see why, because that's fucking gorgeous. People who have not tried Becca highlighters need to try Becca highlighters. And this is just the mini, and this is, I don't use this obviously on a day-to-day basis, but I don't have many go-to products, but this would be my go-to highlight, 100%. I fucking love this highlight. This is absolutely stunning. And it really works for my skin tone. Like, I think on Sephora's website or app, I have the app. I think it says, like, for lighter, fair. I think it says actually lighter. And I think there's another one that actually says for fair, but fuck, I think this works fucking fine for me. Like, this, look at this. This is fucking gorgeous. I'm just, like, gonna keep packing it on because, like, you can never have too much fucking glow. Where's my little one for my nose? I have a special, I use like a flat eyeshadow brush for the bridge of my nose, because this just goes too much. Fucking love this blush. I literally just cannot get enough of this blush. Or, why am I calling this a blush? This is not a fucking blush. This is a fucking highlight. I love this blush. Oh my god, stop saying blush. It's a fucking highlight, dumbass. Alright. Now that I've sworn enough for, like, the rest of my life, I apologize if you are not into swearing. Like, look at my nose. I look like I am just glowing, and I live. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Let's look at that. Look at that. It's fucking gorgeous. That's the end of this. Comment down below whatever the fuck you want. And I shall see you in my next video.